I am the prophet, and truth is above all else. Is there such thing as evil? Every time something bad happens, people want to justify it by saying that the person was evil. This is, if you stop and think about it, a very weird thing to say. What is evil really? If someone kills another person, could you say, well, that person was tall, or that person was smart? It doesn't really make any sense. And yet with evil, it is an all-encompassing thing. You do not have to further discuss the matter. You can just end it there. He was evil, and that's it. A shorthand could be adding your own marginalized group. Or, oh, he was a Jew. Or, oh, he was a German or a Nazi or whatever. But the implications are the same. He was evil because he was part of that group. And yet few people really think about what evil is, how it works, what are the fundamentals of judging something as evil or not evil. I think this happens because it is a blind spot for many people. Recognizing and thinking about evil is scary. It's scary because we do not want to admit nuance in some cases. If someone shoots up a school like it happened a few days ago, or if someone takes a knife, a hammer and kills his family, or someone does something so abhorrent that we cannot contemplate it, we cannot think about it or imagine it, we just call them evil because we do not want to go into the same headspace than them. We do not want to see the world from the perspective of someone who would do something like this. Because we are, most of the time, cowards. Because if you look at the situation, it will make more sense. Will it make complete sense? No, obviously not. Obviously, you can describe part of the situation as evil or unexplainable or pure chaos, but you cannot explain all of it. And that helps when looking at larger numbers, looking at not one case but 10, a dozen, 100. Then some patterns can emerge. Okay, that person did something horrible and that person was evil, but that person also was poor. Yes, he was also poor. He was also male. That also played a fact. He was also, who knows, maybe he was bullied as a child. Maybe he had a broken home, a single mother. Maybe he was beaten as a child. Who knows? So at that point, looking at evil is like how many atheists and the modern world or science, let's say, looks at God. 1,000 years ago, God could explain everything. But now, fewer and fewer things are explained by God. The same way with evil. We look at something in the past, we could say that person is demonic. But looking at it now, we can see the patterns. We can say it's not that poverty causes violence, let's say, or a broken home causes someone to kill, but it increases the chances of that happening. It is a contributing factor. And then you add up all of these numbers, and how much evil is there? How much can we blame on the person itself and not simply on the situation that created that person? And this is a very, very, again, disturbing thought, because we will go to a point where we cannot blame others, we cannot judge them as evil, because we know why it happened. We know what events caused a person to do something horrible. And if it's not mystical, then saying that it's evil is kind of meaningless. You wouldn't call an animal attacking its prey evil. You wouldn't call a train crash evil. No, these two things happened for very obvious and clear reasons. So, what will happen in the future when we understand the brain better and better? When we can look at someone and say with a pretty good certainty that he will end up doing something horrible? What if we could do this retroactively? Look at a killer's life and have enough data to really understand why this happened. We could have a brain scan, we could have some blood sample, we could do an autopsy, so everything that's physical, it's there. But we could also look at social media, at friends, at family, and many factors. And we could look at a person and realize that he was not evil, he was just unlucky. He was unlucky in many ways, others are lucky. For every person who grows up being good looking and smart and in a good family, there's someone who didn't have these things. And so, while the good person accomplishes a lot in this world, the bad person harms others. How will we view these things in 100 years when it's not mystical? Will the word evil exist? I do not know. Thank you for watching. This was a little longer than expected again. I do not know why I keep making this video so long. Who knows, maybe you will enjoy it. It was also kind of rambling a little bit because I could say so many things about this and it seems like I said, but not enough. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.